Another one for the farmers. Some of y'all don't see what I see. Yo. I got a message for the farmers, tell them never stop. System's flawed and they all trying to push us out our ganja crop. See, there's a difference between us and them, and you should know. Craft cannabis is gone if corporations take control. Ain't got no soul, ain't got no love, ain't got no passion. Just cashing in they chips, kicking back in they office laughing. What happened? Half of the small farmers are gone, and the brands that I used to see at the cup who all have the bomb. I can't seem to wrap my head around this situation. They don't understand how hard it is for us to reach the patient. Government just wants the money, not the medication. All these permits, all these taxes, all these fucking regulations, like they happy to see us fail. Who built this road? Who got raided? Did time in jail? Us. No one to trust but ourselves. Gotta keep our brand on the shelves. Gotta work together, help this culture prevail. They tryna hold you down. Just gotta stand your ground. Stop us, no way, no how. Stop us, no way, no how. They tryna hold you down. Just gotta stand your ground. Stop us, no way, no how. Stop us, no way, no how.
This skiller facility in Clarence, Missouri actually used to be an old Maytag factory.
But we use a 0.2 micron filter on all runs.
One thing that Coco is super big about is we promote within.
Welcome to Coco Lab.
Welcome to Kansas City Cannabis. Your hometown, locally owned and operated cannabis dispensary. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will guide you through your journey to wellness. Patients first is our guiding mantra, and we'll continue to bring quality, affordable medicine to the patients of Missouri. Kansas City Cannabis Company, inspiring wellness. For location, hours, and current menu, visit kccannabis.org.
Stop us, no way, no how. Stop us, no way, no how. They tryna hold you down. Just gotta stand your ground. Stop us, no way, no how. Stop us, no way, no how. They tryna hold you down.
Year-round Garden is your one-stop shop for all your indoor gardening needs. It doesn't matter what you grow or how you grow it, our knowledgeable, friendly staff is here to help. Our team listens to your unique story, interests, values, personal experience, and helps develop solutions that are right for your garden. Whether it's tomatoes, herbs, microgreens, mushrooms, medicinal plants, houseplants, you name it. So come visit us today and experience a different kind of grow shop. A grow shop for everyone.
Oh, what up?
What's up, everybody?
Kind of snuck up on us here.
Big
It did.
V here. Hey, production team back there.
Kick our lights down.
Kick our lights down. There, come on.
There we
come on
go.
down. Get them down
I'll
here.
bring them on down.
All right.
Oh,
there we go. Oh, man.
Much
So
better.
who are you?
I don't know who I am.
Yeah, what was your name again?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I forgot your name too. So
I'm no
we're
name.
Wait a second, wait a
James,
second.
brother.
You're
Big
V,
V.
Yeah.
and you're Zach,
Yeah, that's right.
and I'm Stuart.
Your hashtag
That's right.
Stu is my
That's right, we
muse.
got
That's
it.
right.
Stu is my muse.
Ooh, buddy.
All
Oh
right.
my God, that's fire. That's
Yeah, I love
it's a real
dabbing.
Yabba
tasty
dabba
dab.
do, everybody. What's everyone up to today? What are y'all dabbing in with?
I love dabbing in the morning.
Yeah, well, that's unrelated to what's happening right now,
Oh, yeah, that's
but
right.
I can't help but agree.
It's not morning.
I know. It's dark out. I mean, it might as well be.
Might as well be.
It has been really dark.
So what's up, everybody? It's been a
Good
really
morning.
good week.
Yes, it has.
You know, the vibe's been a little better. So coming off of this whole, the whole voting and all that was real tense. A lot of negativity, a lot of stuff, and we're just glad to be on the other side of it.
Right? Yeah. We have an
There's
answer.
still some work to be done. I think there's some links that we're going to throw out here a little later where you can go and get your voice heard on the particulars of the way they're putting things together over at DHSS. So I know several people posted that link to go and have your voice, have your input. So we'll put that up at some point here or on the page or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to spend the night recapping, talking about what this means, where we're at, what now, what can we do, what can't we do, and we'll give you, to the best of our knowledge, you know, some insight as to what you can expect moving forward now that Missouri has gone recreational.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what we're going to do tonight.
Yep.
Does that sound good to you guys?
Yeah,
And we're
why not?
gonna let it be after that.
Yep, and we
Move
got
on.
we got our final just the facts as
Yep.
far as Amendment 3 goes with Dank Dave.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like he said, after that we're
moving
done.
on. Moving
We're
on
done.
to
We're
bigger,
moving
better
on.
things.
We got better
We're
things
just-
to worry
yeah,
about. Not
we're in
not
it.
that it wasn't important, but it is what it is, and we've got big things that we're planning for next year. And we're gonna make the best of it, and we're gonna
And you know that.
enjoy the freedoms that we have been given as far as
And I will say it's hard not to bring up those big things because they are so fucking awesome.
Bring up what?
The big things coming.
Yep, they're coming.
Oh.
But we're not going to bring them
We're
up
not.
right now. We're
Yeah.
not
not.
going to bring them
We're
up.
Sounds like
till-
you're trying to sneak them in or
No,
something.
I don't want to, but man.
It's like
So-
you're bringing it up, talking about bringing it up. So I don't know.
I don't know.
So I do know this. I
Maybe
do know that
subconsciously.
next week is our Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I don't personally celebrate Thanksgiving,
But Thanksgiving.
but Thanksgiving I will. I don't celebrate in the manner of the Christian holiday and the whole Christopher Columbus bullshit and the pilgrims and all that. So, you know, yeah, but if you do, good for you.
I actually did put a post in our group.
What?
Go in and leave a comment what you're thankful for this year.
What are you
else-
thankful
Yeah, go in the group. I posted up there, and I want to do something cool with all the answers next
What are
week.
you
so-
thankful for?
Right? What are you thankful for?
What are you thankful for?
So I'm gonna do something cool with the answers and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
so
Cool.
awesome.
yeah.
He's going to
Man.
do something cool with the answers.
Yep.
You know it's going to be right along the same lines as like the pet thing, so it's
Yeah.
going to be special and cool. So yeah,
So
that'll be
touch
neat.
your heart right here.
Yes.
Right here. Get you right here.
Of
So
course.
no, but Thanksgiving's coming up, and you know we've got one more episode before Thanksgiving, and that's next Tuesday.
Yep. So you
And
get
then-
your last day of like serenity before the
Right.
holidays kick off is Tuesday.
Yep, and
So
then-
you'll be right here with us.
Mr. Waxy Brown's got his Thanksgiving special that Wednesday.
Yep.
Next Wednesday.
Yes, he does.
So
And it's,
make sure
it's
you're
pretty
gonna
special
turn
from
into
what I
that.
hear.
Yeah, there's going to be some cool cats on there, you know. Maybe us, so we'll see. I don't
Never
know.
know.
I didn't hear that from me. You know, spoil alert, okay? Spoil alert. Anyway, So yeah, so many cool things moving forward here.
Yes.
And but right now we need to pay our bills, and so we have a word from our sponsors.
Yep. Hit it.
This skiller facility in Clarence, Missouri actually used to be an old Maytag factory.
So we use a 0.2 micron filter on all runs.
One thing that Coco is super big about is we promote within.
Welcome to Kansas City Cannabis, your hometown, locally owned and operated cannabis dispensary. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will guide you through your journey to wellness. Patients first is our guiding mantra, and we'll continue to bring quality, affordable medicine to the patients of Missouri. Kansas City Cannabis Company, inspiring wellness. For location, hours, and current menu, visit kccannabis.org.
Year-round Garden is your one-stop shop for all your indoor gardening needs. It doesn't matter what you grow or how you grow it, our knowledgeable, friendly staff is here to help. Our team listens to your unique story, interests, values, personal experience, and helps develop solutions that are right for your garden. Whether it's tomatoes, herbs, microgreens, mushrooms, medicinal plants, houseplants, you name it. So come visit us today and experience a different kind of grow shop. A grow shop for everyone.
We are back.
We are.
Woo!
So
Y'all
bad.
caught me on my phone. Uh-oh, I'm embarrassed. No, not really. So,
Oh, embarrassed.
you know what, everybody? I was just sitting here thinking, and I threw it down here on the chat. I just want to give a shout out, happy birthday to Third Eye Organics only biochar bandit, the microbial madman. I guess that's
Clayton.
me.
Yeah, he's not the
I'm the
microbial. I mean,
microbial.
it can't be too
Okay.
Mr.
microbial.
Clayton
madman.
Mr. Clayton Neidig, happy birthday,
Yeah, happy
brother. You know
birthday.
what?
Happy birthday.
You know, Clayton came down here from the Pacific Northwest, Washington to be specific. Pacific.
Washington to be Pacific.
Yeah, Pacific.
The Pacific Northwest, Washington, and he'd been growing weed up there for a long time, and he came down here with biochar. And I would venture to say that 95% of the people in this area, especially people who grow weed, had never heard of biochar. So
Right.
he has literally introduced this product to the community. He had a rough road getting going. He's getting a foothold. Clayton, he's a decent guy, so I don't have anything bad to say about him. He's never done me wrong.
Yeah.
He's
Happy
always
birthday.
been very pleasant. Him and Nessa, you know, they're on the show every Thursday, Third Eye Thursday. So happy birthday, Clayton.
Yep.
It's good to have you be a part of our community, brother.
For sure.
All right, now that ass kissing's over. Did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
You did it out loud.
So anyway, yeah, happy birthday. No, sincerely, Clayton. You know I'm a smart ass. So,
So
happy
how about
birthday.
that snow, man?
What snow?
We had our first snow last
We
night.
had
Man.
snow.
Okay, so I was talking earlier about how I thought how beautiful it was when I walked out.
Yeah.
So I got a little story that goes along with that you didn't hear.
Okay.
And so I thought that it would be okay at 6:30 in the morning to just bring Badger, my German Shepherd, big blockhead, the dog that attacked Clayton Stalling
Oh, he's not watching this.
at Canna.
See look what you did.
At the thing at the lake. So anyway, so I thought it'd be okay to just let him out because what could go wrong? It's 6:30 in the morning. There's snow on the ground, right? Well, there's this guy that walks his dog, or he was walking his dog at that time, and he took off running, and I had to chase him, and he went round and round with this guy, and it was this whole thing. And then I thought that the morning was way less beautiful, right? Because I was out of breath, and it just made me think about perspective.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my story.
That was deep, bro.
That was a rough morning.
That was deep.
It was tough first thing.
It was, man.
Oh
So,
yeah. 6:30. Yeah.
I got up and looked out the window, and there was snow on the truck, and so I was like, I better warm up my truck.
Yep.
I went down there, fucking dude, trudged through the fucking wet pavement.
Yeah, I know, it was horrible.
Wiped the ice off my handle.
Oh.
Hit the
The
unlock
thin
button,
sheen.
opened it up,
Yes.
man. Started that motherfucker, hit the heater on high. Let it set for a few minutes. It was all good, so I didn't have any.
You didn't have any dog issues
No
whatsoever.
No dog issues.
Nope.
Your dogs were just
I
inside,
keep
right?
My dogs in a fenced
See,
yard.
that's
Yeah, same here.
that's the probably what I'm going to be doing moving forward is I'm not going to bring him outside with me ever again.
You know,
ever.
It's probably
good rule to keep your dog inside the fence. Not because your dog can't control himself. I don't worry
See-
about
Oh
my
no,
dogs
he's
other
the one.
than
He's
other
the
dogs.
problem.
this
He's
is
the
we're
problem.
we're also talking to country,
He's an
the small
instigator.
town folk here. You know, in the city you got to keep them on a leash. You know, when you go outside.
Small.
Dude, usually I'm out for 2 seconds and
what
he
I
runs out.
understand is you're the ex-mayor and shit, dude.
Right?
I mean, I'm saying, right? Yeah, and there's a leash.
That's bad
there's a
publicity,
leash
man.
law in
Bro.
that town.
Damn.
Wow, now I
Scandal.
know why you're the ex-mayor.
Ex-mayor. Shit, I ran out of time, man, and that was just fine for me. But
And that was right about the time Top Shelf started and stuff, wasn't it? Not when you started coming on to Top Shelf was.
I was still mayor for a little while and trying to hide it, trying to hide Top Shelf
Living that,
from Holt.
you know.
Yeah.
whole double life, man.
Now,
Yeah.
now there's flyers all over
Secret
Holt Top Shelf.
agent,
Yeah, well,
man.
on in my last meeting, a guy was was talking about you can't repurpose this land for commercial, or they might open up one of those cannabis farms there, you know, and this and that. And I was like, skirt. I was like, hold on, sir, I need to stop you right here because I think that you and I disagree 100% on this subject. And he was like, what? And I'm like, look, man, this is my last meeting, so I'm just gonna I went out with a cannabis blaze.
Your cannabis blaze.
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
And we
Okay.
came in with a Rec-n-Bawl.
Yeah, a Rec-n-Bawl.
I mean, you know,
And I'm just-
the puns are unlimited.
Yeah, and you gotta
the puns
just
are pun limited.
Look at the way it's spelled. You know, there's a whole
Rec-n-Bawl.
lot of people crying,
Yeah. And we got wrecked.
but we got wrecked.
We got wrecked.
We got wrecked. It's like Little Johnny and the rabbit story.
Oh no, not little Johnny.
Where the
I've heard
rabbit-
things about him.
The rabbit took off running. The dog started chasing after him.
Oh
Little
man.
Johnny's screaming at the dog, "Come back, dog! Come back, dog!" He's telling the teacher the story in front of the class, and he says, all of a sudden that rabbit came to a screeching halt, and that dog ran right up that rabbit's ass.
Oh wow.
Oh. Now that's not the
And she said,
punchline.
"Johnny."
Yeah, okay.
You know, there's a better way to describe that. He ran up the rabbit's rectum. And Johnny said, "Rectum hell, killed them both."
So that's where that joke came from.
Okay. Wow.
That's why I never made it as a stand-up comedian.
You know,
So anyway, that's somebody else's joke if you didn't know. I copied that off of somebody somewhere a long time ago. So anyway, what's everybody dabbing with again? I've gone way past my time.
yeah, I just
Right.
have
We've got Dank Dave here.
chocolate mimosa. Yeah, Dave's
Chocolate
over there
mimosa.
waiting. Are you ready, Dave?
Good catch.
I'm ready.
Right.
We got Dank Dave. We are going to be going over, okay, so what is this? The emergency draft rules, okay, that the DHSS has put forth. And so Dank Dave has done some digging. Dank Dave done some digging. I like it.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, I think you might have just came up with his new segment. Done some digging.
Dave's done some digging. What did Dank Dave find? Dank Dave found some rules for the DHSS. There are emergency rules, some things that are being proposed.
Yeah.
There's a link you can go to have your web voice heard. And so, yeah, so I'm going to just shut the fuck up and go over to
He's
Dank
going to
Dave,
cover it all.
because I'm baked.
Hit it.
Hey everybody, welcome to the final Just the Facts. So let's just go ahead, jump right in. So let's talk about these draft rules. Number one, the thing that pretty well everybody knows, the adult use is for 21 and older. The state says if you're 18, too bad, you're gonna have to wait until you're 21, just like with alcohol and cigarettes. Unless of course you're a medical patient, in which case it's fine. So adult use will be limited to 3 ounces per transaction, and that does kind of differ from what we originally thought at the 3 ounces per day. They have drafted it as 3 ounces per transaction, meaning you could go back after your first purchase, do a second one, get another 3 ounces. There is a 6 ounce per month purchase limit for medicinal users, but in the case of recreational, there is that 3 ounce possession limit. For those that are cultivating, anything in excess of 3 ounces has to be stored in a locked, enclosed facility that nobody can see inside of. That, again, is just for the rec consumers. Of course, the same pretty much holds true for medicinal users. Cultivators get that 90-day supply still. None of that has changed. You can carry your 60-day supply with you. Again, all of that is about the same, but they have went ahead and just clarified that primary caregivers can possess the limit for each person, but each one needs to be stored with the qualifying patient's name on it. So each piece has to be separate for each individual person. The recreational possession limit at 3 ounces, if you just so happen to exceed that, anything beyond that 3 ounces up to twice the legal limit, meaning 6 ounces, can be subject to a fine of up to $200, and you can lose your cultivation identification card for up to 1 year. Now, currently, cultivators will not be allowed to grow their own medicine with their patients' grow. If you want to change this, please do comment on the draft rules. The DHSS has a suggestion page specifically for that. They're going to go ahead and put the link up for me so that you guys have that link to go back to later. So let's move on to some packaging rules. Nothing can be packaged in a way that is considered attractive to children. So the rule states that no marijuana product or packaging may be designed to use the shape or any part of the shape of a human, animal, or fruit, including realistic, artistic, caricature, or cartoon renderings. So for all you that were thinking about some cool artwork, not going to happen on the containers. It also says that no marijuana product or packaging can be designed in a way that may make you confuse the marijuana-infused product with a non-marijuana-infused product. All of this stuff is set to begin taking place December the 8th, and purchases could begin as soon as February the 8th. Now, let's talk about the one thing that some of you guys may have missed. If you can go ahead and put up the extra graphic for me. Here's what Amendment 3 says about sharing the personal use marijuana. So, the following acts by a person at least 21 years of age are not unlawful and shall not be an offense under state law or the laws of any local government within the state or be a basis to impose a civil fine, penalty, or sanction, or be a basis to detain, search, or arrest, or otherwise deny any right or privilege, or to seize or forfeit assets under state law or the laws of any local government. Purchasing, possessing, consuming, using, ingesting, inhaling, processing, transporting, delivering without consideration, or distribution without consideration of 3 ounces or less of dried, unprocessed marijuana or its equivalent. What that means is that you can share. You can gift up to 3 ounces to your buddies, to your neighbors, and that might bring a whole new meaning to Thanksgiving next year or Merry Danksmiths coming along soon. I'm Dank Dave, and these are just the facts.
Alrighty. So that last part, we talked about that on the smoke session. Yes. So yes. Okay. Now, okay. That just basically says that we can pass around our cannabis to our friends and our fellow ganja connoisseurs,
Enthusiasts.
to check and test and enjoy our products.
Volume goes up. Turn our volumes up.
It's already done.
Okay, cool.
All right, so
I got you guys covered.
They just lost without Dave, man.
Yep.
We need you, Dave. No, seriously, they're doing a good job. But yeah, so you can with this bill, you can gift. So that's definitely a positive.
So
You know,
we'll be
that's something-
expecting that.
Yeah, so I'll be expecting everybody to be giving me a lot of weed.
Thank you.
A lot of gifts.
Why, thank you.
So,
I appreciate
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Turned
you as
up
well.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Turned up Tuesday. So yep, turned it up, James.
We got it.
So yeah, so you all right over there, bro?
I'm good.
Pretty ripped.
I am pretty
I
ripped.
know, I'm heavily medicated.
I
So,
took a warm-up dab.
We
took a couple warm-up
Yes,
dabs.
you did. Yes.
So
we've been
what
warming
about
up all
this?
day.
Yeah.
What about the possible 3 ounces per transaction? Because the way that they word things, they do it very specifically. So, I wonder how that works. Because like whenever we would we'd run out to Colorado, to get to experience legal weed whenever
Back in
we
the
could,
day, right?
back in the day, and you could buy an ounce, and that was the most you could buy. But then you could just go down the block and go to another dispensary and get another ounce or
Yeah, basically
whatever.
that's what it is.
So
you can buy 3 ounces and then you can leave and then you can probably come back in and
Well, the way
another
they say it-
transaction and buy 3 more ounces.
yeah, it sounds like
Yeah.
even the same dispensary.
Yeah, it's just another transaction.
Yeah.
Is the way it sounds like. It's
We'll see
written.
how that goes because I mean that. Just
Or are they going to
seems-
try and put the same tracking measure? Well, they couldn't
We'll see.
because there's not cards.
right?
But it's
wouldn't
not
have
a
a patient.
daily limit. It's.
I mean, what if you just
Right.
kept going back and buying?
Well,
Now they're gonna be like, "Come on," you know what I mean?
You're
Like,
not-
you've bought a couple
and
pounds.
are they
you
gonna
got a
build-
good pocket full of money if you
I
can
know,
go back
right.
and
Right,
buy a
yeah, you
dispensary
got
a
with
lot of
3
money.
ounces of dispensary
a
weed.
shit done.
But if you
Right.
think about it, unless they're going to do like a database that all the dispensaries use for driver's licenses, you don't have a patient ID number. How would they track between dispensaries? if
Driver's
you-
license number. It's
Hard-
all.
yeah, I mean,
Right, but I'm
it's
saying
hard to
unless
say
they're
they would all
keeping
have
track
to be
of, unless they're
interconnected.
tracking all of
A
that.
metric.
Yeah, they'd have
A
to keep
metric.
it. So we'll
Yeah,
see. We'll
they
see
have-
what
if they have-
DHSS does
yeah.
with it.
We will see. That we will. What else did they talk about?
You know, they.
You don't remember, do you?
Now that you say that, and put me on
It's
the damn
hard
spot.
to remember specific things, right? I was lucky to pull that last one out of my ass, but that's just one that
Okay,
I was
let's talk about the
that I was
caregiver
really
thing.
thinking of. Okay.
Okay, so as it stands, the way it looks like right now, a caregiver. Okay, this is we're just going to chalk this up as another dumbass thing that the DHSS does.
Yeah.
Okay, just like with Amendment 2 and the dumbass rules about your grow.
Silly
Okay,
shit.
so you're going to be able to grow 24 plants in one room. So you're going to be able to grow for 4 patients in one room. But your grow has to be in a separate room. So you can't grow for 3 patients and yourself in one room. Not like you can now, where like you can grow for 2 patients and yourself in one room.
Right.
Right, and
Or
let me
you
ask
have to grow for 2 patients and yourself in one room, and then the other patient has to be off in their own room. That's the way it is now. But you'll be able to grow for 4 patients, and then your room has to be a separate room. So it's just another dumbass thing. And even if you only have 3 patients, you still can't grow in that room, which is stupid. Okay?
It's asinine.
It is asinine.
And you have to ask
ridiculous.
yourself, I'll just ask you, what do you think that it would cost more to do to completely build a whole nother space, or just to like add another light to a space that already has enough room for some more plants, you know? So they make it very, very
expensive.
a lot more expensive, you
have
know,
to build another
do
room
it.
or have another tent.
And it is for a completely arbitrary, made up, magical reason.
Stupid.
Ridiculous.
Just ridiculously stupid. Let's combine the two.
It's absolutely.
I mean, you
yeah,
know,
they go together.
so yeah, that's not cool.
Like lamb
but
and tuna
you
fish.
can go to the link that was put up here, and you can protest and say, "Hey, we don't like that rule because they have
eye
left,
roll emoji.
right now. They have left room to change."
So here's a question then: if that's the case, for all the caregivers right now that are in the room with their 2 patients, because that's the way the medical bill said, December 8th, do we instantly have to pull our grows apart?
Yep, absolutely.
If this goes through this way.
If it goes through this way and the people don't
go
to that website right there.
Yes, hit that website.
That one's on the YouTube.
They're
right
on
there.
all of them. They
Okay,
hit all
so
of them.
yeah, that website right there, and you can go down there and find the right tab and protest. Tell them you don't like that.
Politely suggest.
Yes.
Politely suggest.
Oh, come on, Indica. Go in there and tell them, look, you stupid fucking
I can't
dimwits.
believe how dumb you are.
This is
Seriously.
dumb.
Right.
It's almost dumber than the one before.
Right.
Just
If
when
that
we
could be
thought
possible.
you couldn't get any dumber. That always works. I mean, people they're really usually well accepting of those types of.
To it.
They're like they'll sit up and say, "Oh, these people are serious." This is probably what they'll do, you know, and then they'll just fix that right away.
They will, man. They just,
We'll see.
we care about people.
One
At the
swipe of the
DHSS,
pen.
we care.
Oh yeah,
Not.
and we are very well educated on the subject too.
Bet they're doing a ton of hiring right now.
They are.
Yeah, but
so
they're
you're going to
hiring
have a
big
whole lot of
time.
educated people to
Hey.
deal with. But anyway,
You want a job?
you know, that's a real thing, though. So, yes, as far as the DHSS is concerned, once this goes into effect, right now, as it stands, the caregiver will have to remove themselves from the room. And in order to make up so that the space isn't wasted, add another patient, which is good for them.
Right.
But then they have to build another room or
Right.
get a
Or
new tent with a new
Yes.
light and all that crap. It's ridiculous.
And I did
So,
see a question. Yes, a tent does qualify as a locked space.
as long as it has a lock on it.
Yep, you can, as
Yeah.
long as you can put a lock
Just
on.
because somebody can come and break that lock, they can break any lock.
Right.
They rob banks if they want.
Maybe a zip tie,
know?
even, you know.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So yeah, so stupid rules, but that's what we have to live with. That
Uh-oh.
was Jazzy.
Jazzy's talking.
You know, she is. She says it's cold out there. I ain't going.
Right.
So, but yeah, so oh boy,
So
you know, we have dogs that don't want to go outside,
Yeah.
and they got attitudes.
No, she definitely has an attitude. And so it's like, fuck that. That's cold out there.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
I'm not going.
Oh, that's
you don't need
hilarious.
to pee that bad. Anyway, that's fun.
So this is probably just the first of a lot that we're going to be hearing. I mean, all of this is getting, you know, DHS has been working on it for a little while.
yeah.
That's why they had this so quick to put out, is what I read.
2
but
days after?
but
Yeah.
we're going to keep on seeing lots of dumb shit.
Yeah.
I'm almost
And I'm going to be
sure of it.
seeing it from other people's platforms, because once we get done with this conversation tonight, I just want all this whole thing to go away.
Yep.
And I want us to move forward into the frontier of recreational cannabis in Missouri.
Oh, the
So and I
frontier.
know everybody else feels the same way. We're all ready to
And
move
all the
forward.
wild things that come
all the
along
hate
with
and
it.
all the anger and all the, you know.
Yeah. That's how it
bitter
is,
feelings,
always
so.
leading up to it. And
It
then
is.
once it's done, you're like, fuck it, we're all going home, you know.
Yep.
And then
Let's go
whatever.
smoke a joint.
Yeah,
Right.
we'll all be back together.
And now we can say, hey, let's go share a joint.
We can share a joint. We shared one today on the smoke
Oh
session.
man, it was glorious.
But I mean, I have to admit the reason I don't really
Right.
share
Yeah.
is for health reasons, because I
Right.
don't want to pass anything
It's
to
the-
anybody, and I don't want
it's
anybody to
the-
pass anything to me, and
That's
all that
I'm
stuff,
right, kind of
so
right there on the same
done
page
it.
with you, but it's the fact that we can.
that we can.
That
yes,
if I
that we
want
can.
to, I can hand a joint to somebody.
And if I want, yeah, exactly. I mean, think about what that does, man.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, and like when I grow some really killer bud, I can go, hey, Zach, try a bud, try one
Right.
of these nugs, as if I never have.
yeah.
no,
Okay.
no, not until December 8th. That's
Thank
never
you.
happened.
Yeah.
What
you
they're
know.
trying to say is thank you so much, overlords, for these
Scraps.
privileges. We appreciate them.
Yep.
A lot.
Yep. Thanks for the scraps,
Whatever.
master.
Yeah.
So anyway, so here we are, and
Yeah.
guess what time it is? We have
lost
stumbled
track.
across another. Oh shit! I just lost my train of thought. It's time for the news.
I think we're going to the news.
Hit it.
Welcome to Kansas City Cannabis, your hometown, locally owned and operated cannabis dispensary. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will guide you through your journey to wellness. Patients first is our guiding mantra, and we'll continue to bring quality, affordable medicine to the patients of Missouri. Kansas City Cannabis Company, inspiring wellness. For location, hours, and current menu, visit kccannabis.org.
This killer facility in Clarence, Missouri actually used to be an old Maytag factory.
So we use a 0.2 micron filter on all runs.
One thing that Coco is super big about is we promote within.
Welcome to Coco Lab.
It's time for the Top Shelf Weekly Update with Stuart Wells.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Top Shelf Weekly Update. I'm Stuart Wells. As legalization for adult use comes to Missouri, we all know, well, we pretty much know, that it will bring out-of-state residents who may reside in a state where cannabis is still completely prohibited. Not unlike ourselves, heading out to Colorado for weed and then being like, oh, hey, they have mountains here. This place is pretty cool. Maybe we should stay a few days and enjoy the sights. Nonetheless, rest assured that cannabis was at the center of those trips, and the beauty of Colorado was a close second, but both very high. The part that I didn't like, however, was the dreaded drive home through Kansas. It was just awful. So wouldn't it be nice if illegal states would at least recognize that this is something that will happen and take steps not to further waste law enforcement resources? Well, the governor of Kentucky has done just that. Governor Andy Beshear announced executive orders, and one of those will help some Kentucky residents who possess cannabis for medical purposes. The executive action states that as long as cannabis is purchased in a state that is legal and they have kept the receipt, that they can carry up to 8 ounces. The catch is that you must suffer from at least one of 21 conditions listed. My favorite ones are severe and chronic pain. I mean, who doesn't have that? I don't know anyone. Cannabis is legal for adult use in 21 states, and 4 of those border Kentucky. And one of those just happens to be Missouri now. So I'm sure that some of that money will come here. But they can only buy 3 ounces, so I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. Moving on, remember back in 2014 when voters in Washington, D.C. overwhelmingly voted to legalize cannabis? Well, they did. They are able to carry 2 ounces as well as grow up to 6 plants and even give away an ounce, up to an ounce, to a friend. Well, here almost 10 years later, and there is still not a commercial market to speak of. No need to worry because the laws are in place, so the gray market has always been there, taking care of everyone who is in need, like always. Naturally, that is good for the little guy, so you know there are interest groups who do not like it. If the gray market is thriving, then the legal market is losing money, and that is a fact. So they wrote a letter demanding action. A coalition led by the Drug Policy Alliance signed a letter to Attorney General Merrick Garland pushing for a non-enforcement approach that would end the current legislation blocking the district from launching the legal market. The coalition also includes the ACLU, NORML, and even the soap manufacturer Dr. Bronner's. And if Dr. Bronner's is wrong, then I don't want to be right. The letter calls for an end to the Harris rider that was signed about a month after D.C. voters approved legalization through a ballot measure. Representative Andy Harris from Maryland effectively blocked commercial sales in the district with a rider that prevents the D.C. Council from adopting comprehensive regulations for a legal industry. The newest workaround, however, is a medical marijuana self-certification program that was launched in June. That allows pretty much any adult to prescribe themselves cannabis, and that will allow them to grow their own or at least have some gifted to them without fear of repercussions from the fuzz. Even though I'm sure the gray market could not be happier with the current arrangement, but we will be keeping an eye on this situation and keeping you up to date. This morning on Capitol Hill, there was a hearing to talk about federal cannabis legalization and the fact that states are pretty much already taking care of business. The panel that spoke was made of boldly pro-reform advocates, and each of them spoke in favor of not only rescheduling, but descheduling of cannabis altogether. Right? That would be something to see at this point. Chairman Jamie Raskin and Ranking Member Nancy Mace both support legalization, and the conversation during the hearing represented that position except for a few naysayers. One of them just happens to be that piece of shit Jeff Sessions. He's a prohibitionist in the worst way, and it's because he believes, literally, he believes that cannabis's life ambition is to collect all of the infinity stones and half of the life in the universe. That's simply not true, and we all know it. All kidding aside, he spoke of several untruths and really made himself look very foolish. He says that cannabis is a problem for veterans because it causes them to have issues when receiving medical attention from the VA because of the Schedule 1 status of the drug. No shit, Jeff. That's why we need it changed, and we need it now. He also said that those advocating for legislation were only in it to make money. Then he went on to say, you know what else made money? Slavery. I could not make up this kind of stupidity. I'm not that creative, I promise you. Naturally, what he said was found to be super offensive, and Randall Woodfin, the mayor of Birmingham, Alabama, spoke up and said that comparing legalization of cannabis to slavery is patently offensive and flagrant, and I cannot help but agree. Luckily, that was a very small part of a much larger and very progressive discussion. Okay, after all that stupidity, we're really due for some words of wisdom. And tonight's words of wisdom, they come to us from the wise Blizzard of Oz, the godfather of heavy metal, the great Oz himself, Ozzy Osbourne. You know what he said? He said crazy, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. But maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate. Thanks, everyone.
Year-round garden is your one-stop shop for all your indoor gardening needs. It doesn't matter what you grow or how you grow it, our knowledgeable, friendly staff is here to help. Our team listens to your unique story, interests, values, personal experience, and helps develop solutions that are right for your garden. Whether it's tomatoes, herbs, microgreens, mushrooms, medicinal plants, houseplants, you name it. So come visit us today and experience a different kind of grow shop. A grow shop for everyone.
I saw that, man. And I was thinking of that earlier, and actually I heard that song. I was listening to Crazy Train at the gym, and I was like, man, those are the words of wisdom for tonight.
Right, there you go.
And it made me think of the fucking reality show, man. You know you all watched it. I watched it too.
Oh man, that show was something else.
Oh God, what was that damn thing called? I don't know if it was just the Osbournes or what. But you know they had Ozzy on there. He was just like, oh, I don't even really know the song.
Yeah, you can barely understand him.
Just don't even say that. I don't even know. You know.
What are y'all dabbing in with? I got some fresh pressed.
Oh yeah, this is a good one.
Fritter mint. Right there.
Fresh pressed fritter mint, huh?
Well, it was pressed off about 3 days ago, so it's got a little bit of.
It's fresh. That's fresh. That's just about right. I still got this chocolate mimosa. Whoa! Chocolate mimosa.
It is time.
Good thing we got
for a trivia question.
Okay, so real quick.
Yeah, hold on to that trivia.
So I got hit up by the guys from Seeds Online, and they sent me a pack of seeds and a slap to give away in one of our giveaways. They wanted to sponsor one of our giveaways, so I said cool, because you know what? These guys are legit. I'm going to tell you, they are definitely legit. So if you need good quality genetics and, but however.
Yes, we have a trivia.
They are from Canada.
Oh, they are from Canada.
Yeah, they are from
Canada.
So, anyway.
Well, anyways, let's get to that trivia.
Shit'll come in a box of Legos.
Here it is. How many total voters voted in favor of Amendment 3? We're getting it out of our system tonight, guys. So
Yeah, how many don't say nothing mean about them, you guys.
Yeah.
Let's just be cool.
Yeah, we're just.
I told Zach he was flirting with his ass with that question, but he wouldn't listen. I'm like,
he didn't care, man.
He said, I don't care.
He threw caution to the wind.
I'm going for it, man.
Like I said, we got to get it out of our system tonight. And not a percent. I want a number of voters.
The number?
the number of voters. The actual number of voters.
Mm-hmm. And that is searchable.
Come on, you got it. 1 million and something.
1 million and something.
That almost get it, Mike. I can't believe y'all don't have more faster fingers from Google.
This was a tricky one.
It is kind of tricky.
Sandy, not enough. It passed. They did all right.
Passed. So anyway, on with the show while the people.
John Howard.
He got it.
1,089,017 voted in favor, and it was like 980,000 voted it down.
I thought that was 10,000.
10,000. Yep. Send us an email there.
189,000.
John Howard, send us an email with your contact information, and we'll get that out to you.
I'm like 189,000, man. That's a lot.
Yeah,
of people.
a lot.
It sounds
of
even
people.
like more when you say 1 million.
Right. Oh man.
I mean, isn't that still the correct way to say it?
Mike said Mike said he already said a million something.
I just remembered something.
I think it was a something that got you, Mike.
Right.
I remembered something from Dank Dave.
What's that?
Okay, you know he was talking about the rules, which I think.
Dank Dave.
Yeah, I know, right? He's like, I'm right here. The packaging, you know, how it can't be like geared towards, it can't like look cool or whatever, you know, it can't be geared
So it
towards
can't
kids.
say cookies on it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's that.
Cookies, yeah.
And then it made me think of the Tyson Evander Holyfield collaboration, where it's like it's shaped like his ear, but it's a little edible. I'm thinking like, man, they're probably not. No, that's a real thing. That I'm looking through the news a lot, and that's been coming up a lot lately.
Dude.
Like, they're really pushing it. They really want people to buy this shit. They must be, because I'm seeing it like everywhere that I'm like looking for news. There it is. I'm like, damn.
Okay, we got to get our hands on one of those Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson ears. No, seriously, man. You got to be able to get them in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. I'll bet you they're probably handing them out in Vegas. Probably.
You know what?
Taking a trip to Vegas?
I'm going to Vegas. Book me a flight, baby. I'm going to Vegas. Give me an ear.
Yep. How many milligrams is it?
Shit, I don't
Anybody
know.
How many milligrams Mike Tyson ear is?
Not enough to go.
Oh, it would be
Vegas.
Evander Holyfield's ear, wouldn't it?
Right, yeah.
But it's Mike Tyson's teeth prints.
I know.
Probably.
I wonder if.
I bet they probably had to do a perfect dental impression. Like, we need to get this right.
Right.
I mean, he probably he had to at least cock his head and bite, because
Oh,
otherwise
yeah,
he
he really-
wouldn't have been able
We
to
have
get
a
the
volunteer
logo.
to get us some.
Hey, who?
Miss Sharinkmeyer.
Shona. Dude,
Shoot.
you know what, Shona?
Hey, I don't.
You know what?
I believe her.
I do
Be
too.
careful
Right.
with this,
I do
because
too.
she'll be in a car going to Vegas.
She's
man.
probably
She does not
already there.
play. Yeah, is
She's
that
like,
where you're
hey,
going?
You know what? I just jumped in the car and I'm on my way.
Right.
I'm headed there. I'll catch you on the way back.
Yeah, because BizCon is
Oh, yeah,
happening
BizCon
anyway.
is happening
So if she was like running out there,
You know what else is going to be going on here soon is the Cowboy Cup
the
down
Cowboy
in Oklahoma.
Cup.
That's going to be cool. So they're going to have a whole. Their judge panel is going to be all the Gangier crew. So that's pretty big deal. So it's a legit. Ugh, I am so baked.
have you talked about that much? Have we
What?
talked about the Gangier
No,
thing, man?
we haven't.
No.
Well, like, I'm learning. I'm just starting to learn about it. I knew it was a program, but I knew very little details. And just as I'm learning more and more, I'm realizing how serious it is.
Yeah, it's no
Yeah.
joke, man.
We
You
actually
know,
have a
it's-
website we have a link we can share with everybody on stuff for the Ganji.
Yeah, so we're going to post it. And they've got a Facebook. It's Gangier. Basically, it's an education program, and it's a workshop, and it's like almost like a trade school for.
But it's very
the
stringent.
connoisseur. Yes, very much so.
I mean, like, they're, like, yeah.
Again,
it
like
seems
the
some
Harvard
boot
of
camp
cannabis.
shit. Like, it's shaping up to, to be a tough
Oh, yeah.
program.
It's
Right.
like the Harvard of cannabis.
Right, exactly.
That's a good way to
What'd
put
you
it.
say earlier? Stanford? You like Harvard
Or
now?
Stanford.
You a Harvard man now?
I don't know.
I don't
I'm-
think
What is
so.
it, dude?
Pretty
Yale all
Hey,
the way.
they're both out. They're all up there, man.
You're like a
Yeah,
chameleon, dude.
them's fighting
You
words,
change your
dude.
colors.
Yeah. It's just that
One day you're Harvard, next
it
day
depends
you're
on how
Stanford.
medicated I am.
If you say Yale tomorrow, I'm just going to be like, I've lost all
I don't
faith.
even recognize you, man.
Who are you, man?
What kind of sweater are you wearing,
Oh, man,
dude?
I don't
Right,
know.
No kidding, man. What kind of
A
weird,
green one.
What kind of weird secret meetings do you go to, man? You know.
Dude, you don't want to know.
No, I don't want to know, dude.
Anyway,
I've
it's
been-
a
I've been to
serious
your house,
program.
dude.
The
I've
Gangier
seen
thing,
I've
look
seen
it up.
The
Yeah.
strange doors in the walls that
Oh.
aren't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
You know,
There's a few of those.
Yeah,
Them just grow rooms, man.
yeah, that's what they are.
That's what,
Some screaming coming out of some of that shit.
Ah.
So
never know.
anyway, yeah, it's a cool program. So go check it out. I put my application in to go through the Gangier program, so yeah, you should too if you can. But you do have to go to California for a little short span as part of the program. So make sure you take that into consideration. So anyway, what else? What's up, guys? What else about
Man.
Amendment 3?
You know, I
could
did
give
see.
two shits about it. I just want to move
Well,
forward
like
with life.
now, one thing he did point out that is worth mentioning again
Okay.
is the 3-ounce possession limit. If you were over that, if you have 4 ounces, the punishment's no more than a $200 fine.
yeah. So
no
if the,
time in jail, so it's more like a misdemeanor then.
if the break on the QP is more than 200, then you can afford it.
Right. It's still a deal.
I mean, you know,
Then you go ahead and you buy the QP.
get that QP, man.
Right.
You know, depending on how far you have to travel.
No shit.
You know,
If you're going back to Kentucky, you can have 8 ounces.
as long as you don't get caught across state line.
Right.
But I guess that don't matter. 'Cause
If
Man,
you cross
the people in
I don't know,
Kentucky
it's-
must love that. Man, they can drive through, but we can't have it.
I know, right?
That's
How
so
shitty is
fucked
that?
up, man. Imaginary lines
Yeah.
making laws and things like
It's
that.
a crazy world we live in.
I would be a little upset if I lived in a state that I can't have it here, but you're going to let people drive through with it.
right?
That's fucked
You know,
up.
Well, it is what it is.
Well,
man.
no,
I'm glad
no.
people aren't going to jail
You
for
can't-
driving through in
I don't
that
think
sense,
you can
but-
drive through. If you live there, you
Yeah.
can.
So
you,
it's
you
okay.
can get
you
it
just
if you
can't-
qualify for the medical. That's what
Okay.
they're saying.
Okay.
But you have to
But if
keep
you have
your
chronic
receipt.
pain, yeah, and you have to have your
Okay.
receipt.
I thought the way you were going with that was they're just going to let people drive through and not get
No,
them.
like if they go to Oklahoma and buy weed
Right.
on
Okay.
a medical card,
So they're
because
like
it's easy to get your, temporary medical card from Oklahoma,
right.
then they can take it back to Kentucky and they can possess it as long as they keep their receipts that they bought it in a medical facility.
Yeah,
in
if it was
Kentucky.
all legal.
If it was
Okay,
legal when
that
they
makes more
purchased
sense.
it, they can have it.
I guess I was hearing that wrong.
Now, if they
So-
come to some dude's house,
Basically, it's decriminalized.
right? It's a.
They come in, you got 6 pounds and scales and baggies and all kinds of shit like that. They're probably going to be suspicious that you might be considering distributing.
Well, I was considering it, but I mean,
Even that,
you were considering
I
it.
was spacing it
were
out
you
for every day of the
intending to do it?
month.
Were you intending?
That was a bag for every day of the month.
Yeah, man, and if I don't weigh out my medicine with these serious scales, I could overdose.
Right.
You don't want
And
that,
go to
dude.
sleep all day.
You don't want none of
You
this.
don't want to overdose. So anyway, yeah.
Man. Yeah,
Quiet
it's
tonight.
it is. It's kind of interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's
Well-
I don't know. It's a lot of changes are on the horizon.
Yeah, I'm excited about moving forward, to be honest with you. I'm glad it's all over. I'm glad the voting's over. There's still a little work to be done, still a little say-so to be input and said, so go do that. If you're passionate about it, let them hear your
Yeah, did
voice.
we get that link
Yeah,
up?
we got those links up, and we'll have them up on the page and in the group. So, yeah, but, I mean, moving forward, hey, there are exceptions. I mean, we were talking about the micro licenses today, okay? And the way they have it written in there, it's a lottery, okay? And
Yeah.
there's only going to be how many licenses given? 140 something?
144.
But, basically anybody that doesn't have a net worth of over $250,000 qualifies.
Right.
So if you don't have a net worth, if you can't liquidate all your shit and have over $250,000, you qualify
Yeah.
for a micro
Yeah,
license.
to apply. Yeah.
Right. But
Not
then,
a-
It does open it up for quite a few people. It doesn't open up for everybody, but it opens up a lot for a lot of people.
But it opened,
Well,
so-
there's that, and then there's more. There's like if your dad ever got caught with weed and prosecuted for it, you qualify.
Right.
I mean,
You
there's a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
different little things qualifying people for the micro license. Pretty much anybody.
However, you have to have $2,500 that you can
Yeah,
be
25.
without for a while. Okay, and if you don't qualify, you get that money back. If you don't win the lottery, if they don't draw your name out of the hat, what kind of chicken shit stuff is that? Okay,
Right.
I mean, really, they're going to draw your name out of a hat. Lucky you. That's where limited licensing sucks. Okay, that's where that comes off, is the limited licensing, and they're going to give 144 people a micro license. Yay, more scraps. Okay, so be a little negative about it, but it's just bullshit. But anyway, that's what it is. $2,500, you can apply, but they're not even accepting or filling out applications at all until September of 2023. So we got almost a year before they'll even give you an application. So there's that wait. So just chill. Save your money if you want to. $2,500 in a year,
Right.
basically you need to put back about $250 a month. Start saving your pennies. Get your friends together, okay? And when you get your license,
Yeah.
then I hope you can come up with, $500,000 to open up your facility.
Right.
So, I mean, it's just kind of I don't know, kind of throw a dog a bone. Oh, there you know. I got cut off. Thank God.
I look Dave Smith wheel.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
All
Dave.
right, we got the Wheel of Dank. If you tag somebody in the comment section
Spin that
before
wheel.
the news.
Oh, here we go.
We hope we got everybody on there, but if
Yep.
we didn't, sometimes we make mistakes. Better luck next time.
Oh, who is that? Oh,
Amy
Amy
Congleton.
Congleton. Yeah, I think that's right. Oh, yeah, that cursor over it.
Congleton.
Yeah,
Nice
congratulations,
job, Amy. Cool. A new name. That's
yes,
awesome.
I didn't.
That's awesome. So we got that written down. Go ahead and contact us right there. Info at artisansofdank.com.
So Jesse asked, what is the
Send
deal?
us your mailing address.
I'm sorry, I thought you were done.
What?
What is the deal with the micro license? What is a micro license? Like, what can you do with that?
Okay, so I believe a micro license grow is limited to 250 plants.
Should be 250 flowering plants.
It's a
Flowering
scaled
plants,
back
okay.
version of
Right.
what they're allowing the non-micro
Way scaled back.
businesses
250
to do.
flowering plants.
And
Okay.
they are limited only to sell to micro licensed dispensaries,
Right.
not full.
Exactly.
You're talking about cultivation, yeah. They
Yeah,
can only
yeah,
sell
the
to
micro
micro licensed
cultivators.
dispensaries.
Right.
Yep.
So if I'm from Kentucky, I'm trying to find a micro business. I'll tell you that much right now.
Yeah, because micro licenses can only do business with micro licenses. You can't buy from the big dispensaries.
Right.
You can't sell to the big dispensaries.
And it's
So-
580 something days from last Wednesday or whatever.
Before you can
can-
even apply.
Well, before I think it's before it's they're even opening it up for
Right.
applications.
Right. September 22nd or some shit like
Yeah.
that. So you have plenty of time to make
Do
your
it,
plans, to get your money together, to talk to investors and financial backers and things like that if you're serious about getting into the micro business. Put your name in the hat, see if you get your name drawn
never
out.
know.
And if you've got the financial backing to move forward from there, you're able to get a consumption lounge or a hospitality permit, I believe. Isn't there a hospitality permit? There was something in there about
Thank
consumption
Dave.
lounges. No, I don't
Yeah,
think
there's some permitting allowed for
Okay.
consumption
For
lounges,
consumption
things like
lounges.
that.
so. And or a dispensary or a grow
Right.
op or so.
There's
Does it
there's
Okay,
there's options.
And
Right.
infused food also.
right, infused food. Your regular concentrates, and so yeah. So
Yeah,
I mean,
I
there's a
mean-
lot of opportunity there, but for 144 people.
Right. Total.
Right, 144 people, and so that's what. That's
I mean,
what
if
it
you
is.
really break it down, you split it up, start splitting it up between all those licenses. That's only a handful in each of them,
It really is.
and then you're going to end up with one or two in here,
Spread out
Kansas
throughout the
City,
state.
one or two in St. Louis,
Right.
one or two in
Well, and it's going to be
Springfield.
split between cultivation, manufacturing,
Right.
and dispensing.
Yeah, so you're only going to have a handful in each region because they're going to spread it out by population. and
That's
stuff.
the funny thing about cannabis, man.
Yeah.
Is if they didn't control it like that, they couldn't make any money.
Well, and I think they've done it in order to keep the prices where they want it,
Right.
and it's going to keep the legacy market strong. I like that
Yeah,
term, the legacy
absolutely.
market.
Yeah, legacy.
The legacy market, legacy.
And that's not
I
just
like
going to
that
be
term.
like
I heard that term recently when I was talking to somebody, and he kept saying everything he referred to that we've been referring to as traditional, he referred to as legacy, and it kind of stuck with me because that's what we are. We are the legacy of the cannabis industry. We are the people. I mean, before it was legal, before we could do it, without being in fear of getting caught, we were doing it, and we are the legacy. And that's the market. So the legacy market probably won't be going anywhere anytime too soon with the way they've got it regulated. Wouldn't you
absolutely
say?
not. Oh, I totally agree. It's an automatic. It's not even like the people will be sitting around like, oh, I think I'm going to try to make this happen or anything. It is automatic. It does not matter what lawmakers say. It doesn't
Right.
matter what voters want. When prices are going to stay like this, the legacy market will remain strong.
It will. And that I'm not going to be critical of anybody that chooses to to do their business in the legacy market because, hey, you know what? It's cannabis. I love everything about it.
Right.
I love everything about it. And so, yeah.
And it can only hurt you if it falls on you.
Right.
Like a bale of it?
Like a whole bale of it.
Bale of it, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the most dangerous thing about it is getting caught. I could cliche for days with that, you know?
You know what? Have you ever ridden a motorcycle really fast through a cannabis patch? That hurts.
No.
I'm sure that's rough. You should not do that. So maybe cannabis should be illegal so that people don't do that.
People don't
right?
do stupid shit.
That's it. Real
Oh
legal.
boy, I get on a lot of things that should be legal so people don't do stupid shit with them.
Right.
People should be illegal.
People. Yes.
Because it's always people doing stupid shit. with
Nobody
stuff.
do anything.
Right. Don't do anything stupid.
Yes.
So,
Very
yeah,
true.
cool. Well, you know what?
No.
We have
Chicken butt.
beat
Damn,
this
almost
thing,
had it.
this horse, until it was like dead and mangled. Okay?
It's rotten.
I know that I speak for myself and nobody else when I say that I, for one, am ready to not talk about this stuff anymore for a while. So, that's what I'm taking a vow to do.
Except for the
information
and the cool shit that is going to come of it, because
yeah.
there's going to be some cool
Yeah.
shit, and we're not going to be able to keep that under wraps.
No,
But
in fact, next weekend we got some big things to be talking about. So,
Yes,
or next
we
week
do.
on next week's show.
Oh,
so yeah.
just wait. You gotta tell
Oh
everybody
yeah,
to be here
it's,
for next
it's
week.
gonna be awesome. So yeah, we got a lot to talk
there
about.
is one thing that comes out of, you know, whether you like it or hate it or whatever, it's going to bring the culture here in a big big way.
Yes.
It's gonna open a lot.
Or grow the culture. I guess I should say, like, reveal the culture, but you know,
because there's still a lot of people that haven't come out of the woodwork.
This is going to be the culture's coming out of the woodwork party.
Coming out of the woodwork. However, I do think medical is going to suffer, because I think that most people who don't want more than 3 ounces a week or at a time or whatever, that don't, you know, the majority of the people who just want to go buy a couple of grams of weed for a few days and that's all they care about, I don't think they will ever get another medical card.
No.
That's the way I feel about it. So why would
Well, and how many dispensaries are going to switch over to rec very quickly? And
well,
then
they're going to do both. They'll be doing both. The thing about medical is, though, is that for medical you got lower taxes.
They're doing both.
Right.
And but the product won't be
any different.
Nothing
different tax.
Oh
That's
my
it.
God!
Just
Punch
different-
me
yeah.
in the face.
Just different
for
taxes.
being so stupid to even participate in such ridiculousness.
You know what? I would love to. So yeah, you know, really, man. I mean, there comes a day when we all have to wake up and realize what a shit show we're really in.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
It's like the Truman Show. You ever watch the Truman Show? Go watch the Truman Show.
100 times.
Just go watch it. Get stoned.
I've been wanting to watch it.
Hey, you know
again.
what? Sit down with a group of friends, pass around a big fat doobie, and watch the Truman Show.
Yeah,
We
then
should have
get
got a
paranoid.
disclaimer. We need to get a disclaimer until December 8th. Put it up here on December 8th. Anytime you say something like that.
On December 8th. Nah, fuck
After
it, man.
December 8th.
Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm going to encourage you to do whatever the fuck you want to
do it early.
Do it.
Just to,
Do it.
Just to piss them off.
Oh man.
Right. So, you know what, everybody? It's been really cool. We're glad it's over. We're glad we can move forward with life now. And we want you to be glad too.
Yes.
We want you to move on with life, and we want to get back to the loving community that we all once knew and loved.
Like we said at the beginning of the show, it's Thanksgiving week next week.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be a fun episode next week.
It is going to be fun.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so
You'll
it is.
tune in to find out
What are
what's
you
up.
going to do next week for Thanksgiving, man?
We are going to go to my sister's house.
Oh, cool.
So that's going to be cool.
I don't know what I'm going to do. What are you going to do?
I got family coming in from out of town that I haven't seen in about a year, so
Cool.
in a
Pretty
year,
cool.
man. That's
Right
cool.
on.
Heck yeah. that'll be
All right,
a good
everybody.
day.
Thank you so much for coming,
Yep.
hanging out with us while we dab
Eat
and
bird.
talk shit.
Yep.
What'd you say?
Eat
I
bird.
said that comment. He said, "What are you gonna be doing?" He's
Oh,
like,
eating
eat
bird. Eating
Yeah.
bird. All right,
For
everybody.
sure.
Peace out. Stay
Later.
Later.
Bye.
This is why we grow. Why we grow. Why we grow. Why we grow. Singing not on why we grow. Why we grow. This is why we grow. Sing not on. And this is how it goes. That's the way we grow. That's the way we grow. And this is why we grow. This is why we grow. And this is why we grow.
I'm an organic farmer. Chemicals don't mix with us. I'm tired of watching TV commercials repping prescription drugs that do more bad than good. If I could change the world, I would. When I was young, my mind was different, just an outcast, misunderstood. So the doctor's saying the pill's the way to calm me, cause they wanna control my mind and turn me into a walking zombie. I done lost some friends to Oxy. Sometimes these visions haunt me, but I gotta keep moving on and staying strong. That's what you taught me. I done witnessed cannabis cure countless lives and heal a pain. I done seen them popping pills, the side effects killing their brain. I done seen a kid take CBD oil to stop a seizure. I done seen them ingest chemicals and then they start to seizure. It's backwards, doesn't make any sense. Too many lies would be exposed so they would never confess. Coming out the West, I never been fake, I keep it real, saying chemicals kill and cannabis heals. That's why we grow. To help these people in every state. Don't need pills to medicate, only day.
Year-round Garden is your one-stop shop for all your indoor gardening needs. It doesn't matter what you grow or how you grow it, our knowledgeable, friendly staff is here to help. Our team listens to your unique story, interests, values, personal experience, and helps develop solutions that are right for your garden. Whether it's tomatoes, herbs, microgreens, mushrooms, medicinal plants, houseplants, you name it. So come visit us today and experience a different kind of grow shop. A grow shop for everyone.
Welcome to Kansas City Cannabis, your hometown, locally owned and operated cannabis dispensary. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will guide you through your journey to wellness. Patients first is our guiding mantra, and we'll continue to bring quality, affordable medicine to the patients of Missouri. Kansas City Cannabis Company, inspiring wellness. For location, hours, and current menu, visit kccannabis.org.
This skiller facility in Clarence, Missouri actually used to be an old Maytag factory.
So we use a 0.2 micron filter on all runs.
One thing that Coco is super big about is we promote within.
Welcome to Coco Lab.